And do a little bit of yoga. We'll start standing up and eventually melt down to the ground. I want you to kind of wiggle your fingers, maybe draw circles with your wrists, loosen up any tension, maybe loosen up your toes, one foot, the other. Just wiggle the foot back and forth, whatever you want to do to make sure everything's awake. And then the shoulders lift up to the ears and push back and down. I think we'll take that sweater off. Shoulders relax, breathing in. Exhale down. Again, lifting up. And exhaling down. Today we're going to go at your own pace. Listen to what feels best for your body. Being nice and gentle. It's an easy, flow yoga. Hands will come out and up to the sky, nice and slow. And we'll climb our ladder. So we're going to lift one side, lift the other. Kind of lifting the rib cage off of the hips. And then both hands come up, exhale out. Releasing toxins, big sun breath, lifting up. Exhaling. And one more time. Hands slide down the legs. We're just going to forward fold, softening the knees, letting the body melt to the front. So we'll just hang in what's called a ragdoll. So a ragdoll is made of cloth. If you were to carry it, it would sway to and fro, kind of blowing in the breeze. Softening the back, softening the knees, arms swaying. Then we'll come to the center and kind of draw little circles on the floor with your fingertips. It's called pebbles in the pond. It's loosening up the shoulder deltoid muscles. Then reverse the direction. It's like your hands are in the warm water. Your fingers are tracing the edges of the rocks at the bottom of the pond. And we'll stop in the center and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow, pushing the heels into the mat and tightening the muscles on the back of the legs to help stack the spine. Shoulders lift to the ears and push back and down. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now we're going to do a little mini sun salutation, scooping forward, reaching towards the sun, lifting high to the sky. Think of kind of lifting the rib cage off of the hips. And then the hands come out and down. We're going to trace your hands down the legs, towards the knees. And then I want you to round the spine, looking in at your belly button. And then push the hands onto the upper thigh, the knees. And look forward, push the hips back and out. So we're going to move the spine, tuck back under, rounding the back, flexion of the spine. Inhale, looking forward, extension of the spine. And then let the body relax one more time down. Relax the head, shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then roll up, sliding the hands up the legs. Pushing the fingertips maybe into the quadricep here. And the shoulders roll back and down. Shaking your head yes. Now we're going to scoop forward, bend the knees, reach to the sun, saluting the heavens. Hands are going to come down. You might slide them down the back side. It's called brushing the earth. And then let the hands just come to the front of the legs as we tuck under and look at your belly button. And then look back forward. And then exhale, tuck under. Inhale, extending. And then let the body drop and relax down towards the ground. Push with your toes, your heels, tighten the muscles on the back of the legs. So we slowly roll up. Fingertips will push into the muscles on the front of the leg. Dragging the fingers up high and then rolling the shoulders down. Shake your head yes. Now that we got the spine a little bit more awake, we're going to take the hands out to the side, up to the sky. And we'll lean to the left. Hands can be together or apart, it does not matter. In our crescent moon, we think of digging that right heel into the mat, and we kind of push the right hip out to the side, creating that curvature, moving the spine in all directions. Just breathing in and exhaling out. We're going to slowly lower the left hand. Turn the right palm up, elbow pulls back. We look up to see the sun. Just breathing in through the nose and exhaling out. And then place your hand on your head, stretching the neck. Wiggling the fingers on the left side, getting any tension off the hand. And then turn the palm up and down a couple times. We're kind of loosening up the shoulder, warming up the deltoid. And then the hand comes out and up. We're going to bring both hands together at the center. And down, heart center. A prayer pose, shoulders relax. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Think of expanding the rib cage out to the side. And then exhale, tuck the belly button inside the rib towards the spine. Inhale, expanding the torso, maybe the hips. Maybe lift the arch of the foot up. And then exhale, emptying all the air out of the body, pushing out all toxins. One more time, inhale, expanding. And exhale, emptying. The fingers slowly come together inside one another, and we push the hands down. Shoulders will roll back a couple times. And as the shoulders drop down, we allow the arms to lengthen out. Now you can come forward a little bit. It's wherever it feels comfortable. Just adjust for your body where it feels good. Breathing in and exhaling out. The body releases tension on the exhale. We make it nice and long. Then fingertips will come back together, palms come to the center, and we'll go in and out in a spider. Palms might come closer together and then far away. You can soften the elbows. Doing what feels best for your body today. And then we're going to go back up to the sky for the crescent moon. On the other side, we'll lean to the right. Now your hands can be together or apart. It doesn't matter. You kind of are choosing what feels best for your body. Now we think of pushing that left heel into the mat. Left hip pushes out to the side. And then eventually the right hand drops down. Left palm turns up, elbow pulls back. Look up to see the sun, breathing in. Exhaling out. And then stand tall, hand on the head, stretching the neck. Wiggle the fingers to the side. Palm turns up and down. Nice deep stretch on the neck. Now from here, we're going to slowly lift the hand with each rotation up towards the sky. And then our hands will push the palms up. Feel as if you have a little bit of weight on the fingertips as we lift the roof off the building, stretching the arms long, lifting that rib cage off the hips. Breathing in, exhaling out. And the hands will come out and down. Shoulders roll back. Adjust the feet anywhere you need. We're going to think of our feet being on a railroad track. So one foot on each side, and bring the left leg, slide the heel back, and then dig the heel into the mat. Front right knee is bent. You might walk the toes a little farther forward, so when you look down, you see the toes in front of the knee that's bent. Now this is our warrior one. You can keep your hands on this front knee, or you might slide them to the hips. You might sink down a little lower, pulling that stretch on the back leg. Try to keep the back leg straight. It wants to bend. We'll just bend the front knee today. Hands will come out to the sides, or you can keep them on the knee or the hips. They come up to the sky, and we kind of relax the shoulders down. So there's a little bit of space between the ear and the shoulder. Nice long neck. Big toe, baby toe, heel pushing into the mat. Now hands will turn out and lower down to the sides again. Place your hands on the front knee and we'll rock back and forth, shifting your weight. We're going to go ahead and do a warrior three. As we shift your weight forward, we'll bend and straighten the front knee. So we're going to put all the weight on that front leg. The back leg, it's just the toe, so you can tap the toe every once in a while. Find a spot on the floor to look for your eyes to have a focal point. But the toe can be up or down. We've just shifted the weight forward, strengthening the front knee and the ankle in a warrior three. Now some people lift the leg all the way up, but you can keep it just right there on the floor. So you have a lot of options today. Tightening around the rib cage, breathing in. Now we're going to place the foot down on the ground and shift your heel back into the mat. We're going to lift up the front toe, then the back heel. It's called rocking like a horse. So this is our rocking horse here, lifting up the toe, lifting up the heel, just getting all the tension off the legs. Pushing the blood flow up and down from the heart. When you're ready, step back forward, walk in place. Your feet are still on the railroad tracks here. And we'll bring the right leg sliding straight back with that space still between the leg. Front knee is bent. Now, if you can't see the toes in front, walk the toes a little farther forward. Place your hands either on the front knee where they're at or on the hips. You can sink down even lower if you would like. And you can hold right here, or we'll add on. I want you to find a focal point for your eyes, one spot to keep your eyes steady on the whole time. And then if you want to test your body's balance, your hands can go out to the side. They can come up to the sky. You can relax the shoulders down so there's that space between the ear and the shoulder. Just breathing in and exhaling out. Turn the palms out and we'll lower down. Hands touch the front knee. We're going to rock back and forth just a little bit and go to a warrior three, coming forward with both hands on the front knee. Bend the knee, kind of tighten the muscles all the way up the legs, tighten into the rib cage around the core of the body. And that back toe, you might tap the toe. Just self-adjusting. Toe can stay down or it can be up. Find a focal point for your eyes, one spot to keep your eyes steady on. Be gentle with the body, go at your own pace. If the toe is up, let's lower it back down. Shift your weight back, lift up the front toe, the back heel, as needed in our rocking horse, getting any tension off of the leg, the feet, the ankles. Now we'll step back forward, moving on to a chair pose. It is a balancing pose. Stand hip distance apart or wherever it feels comfortable for your legs. Hands are going to go out to the sides. They'll come up to the sky. Together, and we'll come down heart center. I want you to pull the belly button in, push the hips back. Now you might be on a tall bar stool, you might be on a little footstool, you might be on a lounge chair somewhere in between. We're going to bring your hands forward and open a book. Now look at the hands, look at the pinky. We're going to read the words on the book. You might have it close or far away. You get to choose. Belly button pulls in and the hips push back as we exhale a little bit more. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now we're going to close the book. Place the book on your lap. Tuck your head under. Round the spine. Push with your toes, your heels, and slowly roll up. Stacking the spine. I drag the fingers up the front of the leg. Shoulders roll back and down. Shake your head yes. Loosen up any tension. Now from here, we're going to stand a little bit wider. You might even turn your toes out. We'll bend and straighten the knees. Preparing for a frog pose, kind of open up the hips. Hands will come out to the side, up to the sky, and we'll go out to a 5-pointed star to begin with. Spread the palm of your hands. You're really stretching the fingertips out and away. Your 5-pointed star, your head, your hands, and your feet. And then we'll bend the elbows and bend the knees. So belly button pulls in. Now some people lift their heels off of the mat. You can have them up or down, it doesn't matter. We're going to think of bringing the elbows back so the scapular behind you comes closer together. The little wings on the body. Breathing in. Exhaling out. If the heels are lifted, go ahead and lower them back down. Now we're going to lift the body up and release the hands out. Turn one toe forward, then the other, and we're going to push your hips back, forward folding. Sliding the hands down the leg. This time you're in a wide angle. I want you to straighten the spine, nice straight back. Look down at the ground, chin tucks in. Hands can be above the knees here or below the knees. Some people even touch the floor or hold onto a block or a chair in front. So we're trying to stretch the back of the legs, which is why we're straightening the spine. If the back is curved, your hamstrings engage to protect the spine. So that's why we're straightening the back, pushing the hips back a little bit more. Feel that stretch from the back of the knee, going up to the glute, the back side. Now we're going to relax the head, shake your head yes. Loosen up any tension in the neck. Shake your head no. And shake the head yes again. And then when you're ready, relax the body. Push with the toes and the heels, maybe bend the knees, and we're going to roll up. Walking the hands up the legs, we tighten around the rib cage to stack the spine again. Shoulders lift up to the ears and push back and down. Shake your head yes. And we're going to turn just your right toe out. Left toe is facing forward, so we have them in different directions. Bend and straighten the right knee for a warrior two. Placing the hand on the knee, we bring the knee back and feel that stretch on the inner thigh and the inside of the knee. Lift up halfway. Fingertips push out from the center, stretching. And then we're going to turn your head looking over your right shoulder. Breathing in and exhaling out. Now we are going to turn that right palm up and then let the left hand drop down. So we reach to the sky, your arm can be bent or straight or anywhere it feels comfortable, but we're lifting the rib cage off the hip, up the right side of the body. Breathing in, exhaling out. Our reverse warrior two. Nice deep breath in. And we're going to exhale and kind of lower down. Releasing the arm towards the ground. Bend and straighten the knee. And turn both toes towards me. Walk the feet in nice and slow. Right here in the middle, we're going to do a side lunge, leaning to the left side, the right side. Might be a squat stretch. But we're going to lean all the way to the right. Take your left toe and lift it up and down. Now you might decide that you need that stretch with the toe up, or you might like it better with it down. You get to choose, going at your own pace. Every body is different, so everybody needs a little different stretch. They look different in their stretches. You can have one hand on each leg here, or you might have both hands on the bent knee, the straight leg, and even have a hand on the floor. You might choose to have a big bend in the knee. Just adjust for your body. So hands on the floor, the legs, it does not matter. I'm going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, rock side to side. Come back to the center. And then we're going to switch, bending the left knee. Right toe taps, it lifts up and down a couple times. Then eventually we're going to hold. It might be with the toe up, it might be with the toe down. You get to decide what you need for your body. Now you can have one hand on each leg, you can have both hands on the same leg, you can have a hand on the floor, you can have a big bend, a little bend. Just self-adjusting today. Breathing in. Exhaling out, you might push the hips back a little bit more. Last deep breath in, and we'll place one hand on each leg. Come back to the center and rock side to side. Perfect. Now we're going to walk your feet in a little bit at a time, just to where you feel comfortable with your toes facing me. And then we'll turn just left toe out, so the feet are facing different directions. Bend and straighten the knee. Left hand slides up and down the leg, and then it touches the knee. The knee pulls back, so when we look down, we see that big toe on the inside, and we have the inner thigh stretch. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Shoulders relax down. And then we turn the head, looking over the left shoulder, breathing in. Exhaling out. It's a warrior two. Let's slowly turn that left palm up. Right hand will drop, reversing our warrior two. Your elbow can be bent or straight, or anywhere it feels comfortable for you today, as we lift the rib cage off the hips. Breathing in. Exhaling out. One last big breath in. We'll lower down halfway, lift the back arm up. Release the hands down towards the ground, bend and straighten the knee. And turn both toes towards me. Walk your feet in, and we're going to rock side to side in what's called a penguin pose, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Kind of roll the shoulders back and down, because penguins are a little wiggly, a little wobbly. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Want all the tension off of the body. Before we get ready to go down to the ground, we're going to take the hands out to the sides, up to the sky. We're going to lift the roof off the building again, pushing the palms up high to the sky. Feel that weight on the fingertips. So we lift high, breathing in, exhaling out. Then the hands will come out and down. Trace the hands down the legs as we forward fold, melting to the front, maybe softening the knees. Or you might choose to have the legs straight and bring your hands behind the legs, whatever you feel comfortable in a forward fold. Now eventually we'll soften the knees and let the hands hang. Once again, sway side to side in a ragdoll. Loosening up any tension in the back, the hips. Taking a deep breath in, then exhaling out. We'll come to the center, soften the knees, and we'll place the fingertips on the floor. Step back with one foot, then the other to all fours. Now, a downward dog would be on your toes, or you can be on your knees in a puppy dog. So you choose what feels best to all fours. Our hips are kind of pushing back a little bit. And eventually the knees do come to the floor if you're on your toes. We're going to relax the feet back behind you and then lower the head to the ground. As the head lowers down, your hands can be forward. They can be to the side or next to the feet. You get to choose whatever you would like. In a child's pose, we just close our eyes, slow our breath, slow our heart rate. Inhale, expanding the rib cage. Exhale, emptying out all the air. We'll place your hands underneath your shoulders, lift up to all fours. Now from here, we tuck our head under. Look at your belly button, round the spine. It's a little arch in the back, like a cat that's scared or upset. It is your cat pose. Then we'll look forward to the cow. Maybe bring the bottom lip over the top lip. Maybe let your body drop through the shoulders, hanging down to the ground. Exhale, tuck back under. Push all the air out. We're going to move with the breath. Inhale, looking forward. Push the hips to the back wall. Exhale to the cat, tucking under, flexion of the spine. Inhale to the cow, looking forward, extension of the spine. One more time, exhaling out. One more time, extending forward. And then we'll come to a nice flat back, like a flat tabletop. Now our flat tabletop, we're gonna change it slightly, holding the left hand down to the ground, right hand out to the side. And then the right hand slides through the space between the arm and the leg. It's called threading the eye of the needle. We slide it through. Your pinky kind of touches the floor and it kind of saws against the ground. It's a yoga sawing motion, sliding that pinky through. Now, some people go just to the fingertips, maybe the wrist, or you can come down onto the elbow. Some people drop the shoulder down, then even rest the head on the floor, but you do what feels best for your body today. It's a twisted tabletop. It's like someone scooted the table and the leg just kind of tucked under. Adding one of your first spinal twists of the day. We'll slowly unthread the needle, be nice and gentle. Always going at your own pace. If anything hurts, just don't do it. If your knees are bothering you, place a pillow or a folded up blanket underneath to have a little extra cushion. Shift your weight to the right hand as the left hand goes out to the side. Threading the eye of the needle on the other side, sliding through. Now it might be at the hand, the wrist, might be at the elbow. You create tension against the floor. Some people lower their shoulder or even rest their head on the mat. You choose what you need. Breathing in, exhaling out. We're going to unthread the needle, come back to the tabletop. And onto your elbows, adding a sunbird today. Right leg extends all the way back behind you and we flex the foot. Stretching the heel to the back wall and then bend the knee on that right leg. We push the right heel to the sky, feeling the stretch on the front of the body. Lengthening out the abdominals, stretching the front of the hip, strengthening the glutes. Breathe in and exhale out in the sunbird. And we're going to change this slightly. As the knee comes down, I want you to cross it over the foot at the bottom. It's a cross-legged child's pose. You might rock forward. You might rock back, letting the legs kind of slide against each other. You might choose to rock your hips from side to side, looking for the stretch you need, looking for tension in the body. And then we'll hold the stretch. It might be with the head down, or your hands can be under your shoulders. You can lift the head up. Just adjusting for your body with the legs crossed. It might just be crossed at the ankles. It's wherever it feels comfortable. They do not have to be crossed at all. Now we are going to change this slightly, lifting the knee up, uncrossing the feet. Come up on your hands and knees. I want you to do a knee march, lifting one knee, then the other, getting readjusted, because we're going to come back on the elbows for our sunbird on the other side. So you just extend out. That left leg is where you're on the elbow. Bend the left knee. Push the heel towards the sky. Feel that sunbird stretching the front of the hip. Creating tension at the glute, tension at the knee, tension at the ankle. And then we'll bring the leg down. It crosses over the foot at the bottom. So you see that cross as the knee comes down, or you can just cross the ankle. You're gonna rock forward and back. You might find your legs slide. Might rock side to side. So readjust for your body here, wherever it feels comfortable. And then we'll just hold. It might be over to one side, it might be forward, it might be pushing the hips back. It's a cross-legged child's pose. Stretching around the knees, around the hips, maybe down the IT band. Whatever muscle is tight, it'll talk to you. It'll let you know that's what wants to stretch. It'll be a little different for each person. And then when you're ready, we're going to come out, uncrossing the legs, coming back onto your hands. We'll lean to the side and feet around to the front. Your knees might be a little done. You can rub the knees, get blood flow back to the feet. Point and flex the feet. I'm going to roll the shoulders back and down. Shake your head yes. And then when you're ready, we'll place both hands on the left knee. Cross that left foot over. Now, if it's more comfortable, just have it right next to the leg. That's okay too. Whatever feels best. We're using it as a reference point, so we're going to keep your right hand on the left knee. Left hand goes out to the side, kind of back behind. We're going to turn the torso, the shoulders, the neck to look to the back wall. Then slowly untwist, placing one hand on the knee, one hand on the foot, anywhere on the leg. Whatever feels best as we kind of loosen up the hip, cradling and rocking the baby. Now it can be as close or as far away from the torso as you would like. Bring it all the way in. You can have it all the way out as we rock the baby. Now eventually we'll place this foot on the floor. Nice and gentle. Left elbow touches the left knee. We kind of lean into that knee. Right hand touches the right hip. Look up to the sky. Feel the opening. And then I want you to think of bringing this right toe back towards your nose. Might feel a little bit different of stretch as the toe is engaged. It's a half butterfly. We're just stretching one hip at a time. And then we're going to bring both hands to the center and kind of lean in and down. You can still bring in those right toes back towards your nose. We're going to walk both hands to the right leg. Walk your hand up towards the knee. Take a big breath in. And then shift your rib cage forward. It does not matter where the hands are. You'll start to feel that stretch behind the knee as the toe is pulling back and the rib cage is front. And we're going to keep that left hand on the right leg. Right hand comes back behind you for a reverse triangle sitting down. We're going to look to the back wall if you'd like. Slowly untwist, come forward, all the way to the center. And we'll lift back up. the knee off the ground. We'll straighten out the leg, rub the knee if it's bothered you to have it bent. Then we'll change to the other side. Just remember to listen to what your body needs. If anything hurts, back off, don't do it. Foot can cross over, it can stay next door, it doesn't matter. Left hand touches the right knee. Right hand goes behind your back. Turning the torso, the shoulders, the neck. That spinal twist sitting down. I'll turn sideways so you can see me. You can give that knee a hug in front. You might cross the elbow over the knee. You can just have your hand resting, whatever feels comfortable. One last big breath in. And we'll untwist, coming back forward. We'll place one hand on the knee, one hand on the foot, cradle the baby, kind of rock it side to side. Now it can be as close or as far away as you would like. So you just readjust, placing the hands anywhere you want to loosen up the hip. And place the foot on the floor. Right elbow to the right knee. We kind of shift the weight into that hip. Left hand touches the left hip. And we open up the rib cage, look up to the sun. Anywhere in the sky. Maybe think of bringing the left toes back towards your nose. And both hands will come to the center. Wide angle forward fold. We're going to walk your hands to that left leg. Walk your hands up the leg. Sit up nice and tall and shift your rib cage forward. Maybe even look up to the sky as the left toes pull back towards the nose. Hands can be anywhere it's comfortable on this leg, the knee. Changing to reverse triangle, sitting down. Right hand comes forward. Left hand behind your back, turning the torso, the shoulders, the neck. That spinal twist, sitting down. And we'll slowly come back to the front, untwisting. Rock side to side, readjust the hips, lift up that left knee, shake out any tension, rub the knee. And then we'll place the bottoms of the feet together, a little bit of a butterfly. Hands can be anywhere you would like here. We're going to shift your weight to one side then the other. And we're actually going to kind of round the spine. So holding on anywhere it's comfortable, I want you to kind of lean back, create that curvature with the belly, kind of sucking in the stomach. Belly button pushes to the spine and look down at the ground. And then we're going to change and look up at the sky, push the belly button through, the chest through to the front, and then look as high as you can. And then exhale, relax back and down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, looking up one more time. And then relax somewhere in the center, sliding your hands to your knees. Your knees come in and we'll roll like a ball onto your back. Now you can lean to the side to roll onto your back. Or you can just roll back and forth a couple times, massaging the spine. So you gotta choose what feels best for your body. And eventually we'll be on the floor. Place your feet on the mat. And then bring the knees into the chest. We're going to draw little circles with the knees, kind of massaging the lower back. Hands can be anywhere on the legs. And then reverse the circle, going the other way. Slowly place the feet on the floor. We're going to lift up to a bridge pose, lifting the hips up off the ground. Now, your hands can be out to the side, relaxing. Some people place their hands on their heels or their feet, or some people push their hands onto their hips. lifting them a little bit higher. So you just adjust for whatever feels good for your body. Breathing in, exhaling out. This strengthens the knees, the ankles, stretches out the hips. It allows gravity to shift the weight down, getting fresh oxygen to the brain. It also creates a little space between the organs as everything shifts towards the head. We're going to lift your heels up off the mat. Think of your shoulders, and we'll roll down from the shoulders one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow till the tailbone touches the floor. Let the knees sway side to side, loosening up any tension. A low knee sway, and both legs fall to the left. Now you can just hold here anywhere it feels comfortable. You might choose to lift this left hip up and down, or right hip up and down. And then let it just relax. If there's any tension, just kind of wiggle out of the pose. Come back in when you're ready. One last deep breath in here. Exhale out. Slowly bring the knees to the center. Let the knees sway side to side, loosening up any tension you might have. And then they fall to the other side. You may take that top hip and lift it up and down a couple times, and then just let it relax towards the ground. Some people place their foot on top. You can keep both feet on the floor. Just listen to what your body needs. Go at your own pace. Last deep breath in. And exhale out. The knees come to the center and then into the chest. Give them a gentle squeeze, lifting one knee and then the other. Rock side to side, flattening out the natural curve of the back. So you have a nice flat spine. Open your arms like a letter T at the top of the mat. For a full spinal twist lying down, we allow the legs to fall to the left. And then you can extend out one leg or both legs or keep the knees bent. Some people just cross their ankles. Whatever feels best, but we will turn your head and look away from the knees to the right. It's our full spinal twist lying down. Bring the knees back to the center, nice and slow. Rock side to side. And allow the legs to fall to the right. You can extend out one leg, both legs, whatever feels best for you. Sorry, the legs fall to the right. We look away from the legs. Close the eyes and just slow the breath. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out. Knees can be bent or straight. You can even have the ankles crossed. And our full spinal twist lying down. One last deep breath in here. We'll exhale out. Bring the knees to the center. Let the knees sway side to side, loosen up any tension. And then hands touch the knees and the legs straighten towards the sky. I want you to point and flex the feet. And then bring your toes towards your nose and kind of kick your heels up to the sky. Feel that stretch on the back of the legs, the back of the knee. Now your hands can be anywhere it's comfortable. You can bring the legs a little closer in towards the chest. It's whatever you need to feel that stretch behind the knees. Kick the heel, toes pull back towards your nose. One last big breath in. And then we're going to relax, bending the knees and letting the legs kind of fall to the sides. It's called a joyful, happy baby with the knees bent or straight. You can kick the feet out if you would like. It's called a silly baby if you kick one foot then the other. You can have both legs straight or both legs bent. Just adjusting for your body. Some people place their hands on the bottoms of the feet and push the knees down to the ground. Always have a lot of options. Just going to breathe in through the nose. Exhale out. And we'll bring the knees back to the center. A little squeeze, a little ball. Giving the knees a hug. And then place your feet on the floor. We're going to reach your toes to one side of the room. Fingertips to the other side of the room. Stretching, growing a little longer, a little taller. Breathing in. Exhaling out. And then the hands come down next to the legs. We roll the shoulders back and down, flex the feet, make a fist with your hands, wrinkle the nose, and tighten all the muscles in the body. Tighten, 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 squeeze. And then release. Feeling the difference of the relaxed body. Now this is our corpse pose. It's used for rest and relaxation, so you just close your eyes, clear your mind, and let your body be at peace in Shavasana. Keeping your eyes closed, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and roll over onto your side. When you're ready, open your eyes and gently walk yourself up to an easy sit position. Legs can be crossed or straight or anywhere in between. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down. And then draw a little circular motion, loosening up the back, awakening the spine. And then reverse the direction, going the other way. And we'll come to the center and lift the shoulders up to the ears and back and down. And we'll let the hands fall to the sides. And inhale up to the sky. We're going to come down heart center, a little pressure with the palms. And then the fingertips tuck under, stretching the back of the wrist. Let the shoulders drop down. Soften the neck. We're going to shake your head yes. And shake your head no. And then shake your head yes again. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling out, releasing toxins. Inhale for the body. Inhale for the mind. Inhale for the spirit. Bringing your hands heart center. And namaste. And thank you for joining me today. If we want to practice getting on and off the floor, we can do that together. We're going to bring the knees to the center. Our feet on the floor will lean to the side. So we come onto one hip, hands on the floor. So you're on your knees. And then we're going to dig those back feet into the mat. We'll bring one foot out to the side, but the back foot that's pushing into the ground is going to be your lever. So you're going to use that to lift your body. You'll place one hand on the knee. We'll kind of rock back and forth a little bit. Push the back toe into the mat and begin to straighten the back leg. Rock back and forth, walk your hands up the leg. And then step forward, walk in place. Readjusting the shoulders. And you're off the floor.